Hello everyone! I recently bought a new Windows machine, so I thought it'd be good to show you how to build Chromium with my new Windows machine from the scratch, so that you can do along with me. My new PC is ASRock Desk Mini X300, which has AMD 5600G CPU, and it has 32 GB RAM and 1 TB storage. It's not that high-end machine, is it? So hopefully, you can try building Chromium on your own machine. But it might take a lot of time though. First of all, please have this build instruction page on your side. This video will also follow the steps in the document. If you're using CJK or other language setting that's not English, then I recommend you set the language to English, cause I often saw that build failed due to Unicode problem. Okay, that's it. Let's get started. Firstly, we should install required software and SDK. Of course, the Visual Studio is the first one. You may already have this, but please do not skip this part, because you might be missing some required SDKs that'll be installed in this step. In the official document, you'll find a link to the Visual Studio download page. Then, this page shows up. I installed the community version. When download finishes, don't click the installer directly, because then you'll have to check required SDKs manually. Instead, the official document gives us handy command line options. So copy this and paste it to your terminal. It's not that important whether you use Command Prompt or PowerShell. In case you use PowerShell, just make sure that you replace char with backtick or make it single line. Otherwise, the necessary SDKs are not opted in. You may notice that here native desktop SDK and MFC are checked based on the argument we passed before. The next thing we should install is Windows 11 SDK. This version keeps changing. It'd be better to check the SDK version you have and use link in the document. The next thing may be new to you, the Depot Tools. Depot Tools is a collection of tools that used for Chromium development. It contains Git wrapper, Python, Clang, GN, and etc. So it covers all the process from fetching code to building. In the official document, you'll find a download link for Depot Tools. When download finishes, don't just drag and drop the contents of Depot Tools zip file. There could be hidden files, so prefer extract all button over it. I extracted it to C drive. This is important part. We should set some environment variable for Depot Tools. As Chromium development depends on a specific version of Python, Clang, and so on that are included in Depot Tools, we always set environment variable. First, add the actual Depot Tools path to path variable. In my case, C Depot Tools. The Depot Tools path should precede anything else. This will make it sure that things in Depot Tools directory is used instead of other versions. For example, if you have already installed Python on your machine, Python in the Depot Tools should be used instead of the Python that you've installed. And one more environment variable. Set Depot Tools Win toolchain to 0. This means you don't use internal Depot Tools of Google. Now, let's check if Depot Tools is accessible from command line. Open the terminal and type gclient. If you have properly located depot tools path to the path variable, the result will be something like this. But at the first run, it might take some time for it to update what it needs. The next thing we should check is the Python. You may remember that depot tools includes a specific version of Python. So, we're going to see if Python in the depot tools is used or not. Type one of these commands and make it sure that the Python 3 command points Python in the depot tools. But in my case, Python command was not recognized by the terminal. I had to make a shortcut to Python bat file and name it Python. That's all we need to prepare. Now it's time to get the code. Usually, we use git clone to get code, but in Chromium, we don't. From this stage, we'll use depot tools. Type fetch Chromium into your terminal and hit the enter. Then depot tools will start to fetch code related to Chromium. The document suggests additional argument, like no history for faster fetching. But I don't recommend it if you want to contribute to Chromium. I had trouble with branching out and submitting patches when I had the argument. Okay, when fetching completes, we can start setting up the project for building. Change your directory to src and type gngen out default. This command means that a project file will be created under out default directory. When it's done, type this command gnargs out default. This command means that you're going to edit project arguments for the project under out default directory. Basically, these two arguments is what I use most of times. For faster build, you can add more options here. If you're interested in this, please refer to the document about this. Finally, we can start building. Type this command, ninja, c out default Chrome. Chromium uses Ninja Project as a build system, so this command means that build Chrome target in the project under out default directory. It took me a whole day to finish building. When it's done, you can find Chrome executable under src out default directory. It might take seconds to launch the Chromium for the first time. If you want to see logs, you can pass enable logs argument like this. That's it. I hope this video could help you building Chromium. Thanks for watching, and please leave any comments if you have questions or problems.